So I'm recording this right now in February of 2019. But I just saw recently The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I know they came out in the 90s, but I don't know. I must have missed them when they first came out. So I dug them. They were cool. You know, nothing. You know, they were no Citizen Kane or whatever. But you know, they were fun movies to watch with my kids. So I was excited to discover this at a local toy shop. This is a mummy, the mummy, I guess you should say, decapitated mummy with head ratchet action from Toy Island, and this came out in 1998. Now we'll get a little bit more into this line and stuff, but Toy Island. I don't know a whole lot about that company, but they had some interesting like movie properties in the late 90s, like around 98, 99. So they had a mask line, The Mask with Jim Carrey, but it wasn't the original Mask line because that was made by Kenner. They had a RoboCop line, but again, that was a toy line by Kenner in the kind of early 90s. So somehow, I guess, somebody at Toy Island was able to secure some movie properties, which, you know, kudos to them. And the toys aren't the best quality compared to Kenner or, you know, some of the major brands, but this fella here is pretty freaking cool. You know, if I saw this loose like that, I would think it's like Resident Evil or X-Files, because there's like a dead body that comes with some of the figures. I don't know. So a cool sculpt, but the action feature is really what I think we're all tuned in for, and the reason why I picked particularly this figure rather than, say, a Brendan Fraser figure. So you see here, they actually have electronic play sets, which would be awesome to get, but I've never seen those. And here you have several mummies. You have Imhotep, the princess, and there's a Brendan Fraser figure. There might be more. I don't know. For some reason, they're not on the back of this card. So it has a pretty lengthy instruction booklet. I guess they just saved money because it's 8.5 by 11. And it's interesting in that it shows instructions for all of the mummies. So they obviously saved some money on that. But this guy here, he has this canister, which is I don't know exactly what that is, but we assume there's some like valuable mummy stuff in there that some folks would want. And then we have these, literally called a decapitating tool, is what they call this. So they're like some sort of forceps. So we put these on here. There are little holes in the side, and let me make sure you can see that well. And then, oops, a little bit harder than it looks. And then, go on, and then it retracts. And here it says, release his decapitated head and watch as it slowly reattaches itself. Spine tingling, like it literally says that. So, so pretty cool. He's got, you know, he's got a spine there. His jaw moves. This is a cool figure, and I think if somebody collected another line, again, Resident Evil, maybe Tomb Raider, X-Files, this would be a cool kind of army builder or like diorama type figure to have, because it is just, it's just cool. Now, obviously, so this is 21 years old, and the retraction feature isn't working great, but that's okay. I still like it. It's a really nice sculpt. The detail's cool, and The Mummy is a decent movie. If you've never seen it, if you got kids, you know, check it out. It's all right. It's not bad. The second one is all right. I haven't seen Scorpion King or some of the weirder ones where they're like in China, and then there's like one with Tom Cruise. I don't know a whole lot about that, but you know, or Xena. I got Xena right here. I got Hercules. I mean, that's the same scale. So I definitely think, now I don't know about this King Griffey Jr. with a dead fish fossil hat, but he looks like he's about to smack him in the head and kill this mummy. So overall, I would say this is pretty cool. This is definitely sometimes I open some that are kind of like meh, but I really dig this guy. It's the Mummy, Decapitated Mummy, and I certainly would like to get some more of these figures and the electronic reanimation playsets. So keep an eye out for those. Maybe I'll find some down the road. Make sure you like and subscribe, and as always, make sure you open your toys.